Hello, hello. Welcome back to another art video. Today, I'm going to be doing something different, mainly because I keep saying it in every video, and I know that if I actually had like a concurrent, like constant flow of people that watch the videos that I do, they'd probably be comment every time, well, why don't you just fix it? Why don't you just fix it? It's harder than you guys think to fix the problem. Um, I know it's not like it's a me thing more than anything, and I want to say it's more of me reverting back to old habits, and you know what they say, old habits die hard. But basically, it is, what time is it? It's 5:58, and if you watched my last video, pretty sure I mentioned the fact that it was like 3 something or like 2 something when I was recording that video, and it's a matter of when I record these videos, it's because I've been awake to record them. I don't wake up early like that. I wake up later, and then I do a bunch of stuff throughout the day. Not like a bunch of productive stuff, but I do some stuff that interests me, and then I end up making the video later. And unfortunately, it's a bad habit that I have. If I could, like, all I have to do is have the mentality of when you wake up, do the video as soon as you wake up. Well, not like as soon, but like, like within like an hour of you waking up, just do the video. Just get it, just get it done so you can edit it sooner, so then you can go to sleep sooner, and then everything will probably be copacetic. But I can say it, but the way my mind works, it most likely won't happen that way. So right now it's 6 now, and I'm making this art video. So, long story short, even though it wasn't short, I'm going to be doing something different. I'm going to be drawing something out of this book, mainly because normally unfortunately I'm doing this because I don't want to do a Tokyo Ghoul right now, because the Tokyo Ghoul ones are I know personally it'll take me, every Tokyo Ghouls video, at least taking an hour or 2 hours for me physically to draw them, right? I think me drawing something out of this, it won't be as long, right? And the reason why I deem it okay to draw something out of this is because Tokyo Ghoul, I just finished season 1 technically, so I deemed it like, oh, well, after I finish any season of something, I take a little break. And it's not going to be like a break of like a week or something, probably maybe to just today or maybe even 2 days, I don't know, and draw something else. Maybe every Saturday and Sunday I'll draw something else after a season ends. So, but so I'm going to be drawing something out of this book. And yeah, just quite a few, like, just a little bit of things. It's not going to be like no extensive art video today. It's just going to be something short, because I just want to, I just want to be done, kinda. It's not like I'm sick of drawing, right? It's just when it's this late, there's other things I would rather do, like at this time normally I would be laying in my bed probably watching YouTube videos or doing something along those lines, but right now, it's my fault. I can't I can't be aggravated with it, but I also, in my own mentality before YouTube, before I got on YouTube, I would have 1000% at this time, if I didn't draw anything, all I would do is do my warm-up, which I do before I turn on the camera, and that's it. And what my warm-up consists of, because I bought, when I was working, I bought quite a few classes. I didn't finish any of them because, I'm not consistent with anything I do. But my warm-up is literally one full page of ovals, right? One in like upward, sideways, more. Oh shit, you can't see. Sideways, more sideways, and front to back, right? And then this is a page of circles. The reason why you can't see them that well is because one of the classes when I was doing it, I can't remember the guy's name right now, but it was a class on Udemy, and he said try to tune your mind to naturally want to draw lighter when you put a pencil on paper. So he said make it so light that you can barely see it the further you are away from it. The only person who should be able to see the light lines is you when you're right next to it. So that's why you can barely see the line, well, the circles, but it's page front back with circles on it. So that's my warm-up. I do that all the time before I draw something. So if it was the old me, I would not even draw anything after I did that warm-up. So I would have just done that warm-up just now, and then I would have just not done an actual drawing after that. I don't know if I'm going to do a drawing. I might just turn to something in here, like the first couple pages or whatever. No, not the first couple, because the first couple are actually like words and stuff like this. So I'll find something, and you'll just see what I end up doing throughout this. So let's get into it.
I was breathless, my heart restless. Every turn felt like it was wrong, but I kept going to show I was strong. Pushing to my own song, but you came, you made me see the weight I put on me was too much, too tough to heal. I needed time, I needed to be still. light shine. I'm letting your love work through me. In every moment, breathe in this moment. You came, you made me see the weight I put on me was too much, too tough to heal. I needed time, I needed to be still, to know. You came, you made me see the weight I put on me was too much, too tough to heal. I needed time, I needed to be still.
In no way, shape, or form am I pleased with this. Nor am I pleased with the fact that I am drawing this late and I actually had to resort to doing something like this. What I was planning on doing, I was planning on drawing a couple of things out of this book in like the first couple of pages, but literally this honestly took this it looks so simple, it looks relatively easy, but in no way is anything in art or any genre of anything is that easy. You can look at something and be like, oh man, that looks like something I can do, right? But like when you actually get into doing it, you realize the intricacies of like how hard doing something like that would be. So like for instance, you can see somebody do a YouTube video, right? And you'll be like, oh, they're getting paid to do just this. I can do that. But then like you actually like try and do it, like, you know, you start up a YouTube channel and just like there's so much that goes into it that you don't understand, that like the high level YouTubers know already, and they know, they've been through the struggles. It's the same thing with trying to be a doctor, right? There's a thing where some people will find themselves being frustrated at a doctor or something like that and being like, oh, come on, do your job, it's easy, all you have to do is this. But if you were to actually try and do it, it's way more difficult to, you know, perform up to that status. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of practice. It takes miles, like a car, you know, like it takes a little bit for things to pick up, like the pistons need to start rolling. So let's say you're a watch, right? You're a watch and you draw only one thing. That's only one piece of the watch that you need to actually have it be considered a watch. Let's say you draw something. Let's say that piece is, it's just the band. You would still need all the cranks inside. You would need the two hands, you need the numbers, you need the glass, you need the diamonds if you want those, you need to have it coated. Like, there's so much that goes into something in order to produce what you actually want to produce. So, like, for instance, this, I was trying to copy it to get it to the best, like this, but I'm not good at shading, right? Like, obviously. But I remember when I was a kid, whenever I don't even remember how I learned this or if I just taught myself this, but when I was doing like hard whatchamacallit, I think I accidentally rubbed my hand on something when I was little, and then it smudged and it looked like, I don't think I want to do it on this paper, but I'll write the date on this and then show you on another paper. So the date is the still 09. What is it? The 14th, 15th. I don't have any device next to me that I can use to see what day it is right now. Okay, so that's unfortunate. I accidentally bent the corner of it. Next time, instead of doing something out of this book, I might end up just doing one of my mini classes that I have, so I can actually finish those. So I do them in tandem with this. But okay, so I think I did something I did a hard thing here, and that's what this book is showing, right? You do hard, and then change the coat to make it start getting lighter and lighter and lighter, and then till eventually it's almost transparent, right? Well, not transparent because you obviously can't see through it, but till it's almost not visible. But it's one of those things where I accidentally, if you have a hard dark like this, if you rub it, it'll move, right? It'll move. So now instead of that line that you saw, it all looks more blended, but you can also see, on my finger, kind of, it's shiny. And on my paper, you can see smudge marks. So when I was little, I didn't draw like that, but I was if you do the I don't know if every school has it called the same thing, but in my school it was called the FCAT. It was like a test, right? And that you would have to darken the bubbles. So you would do darken as much as you can so the computers can read it. So you would darken really, really hard. I did that, and I think that's when I accidentally rubbed it and smudged the paper. I wasn't good at the test anyway, so it was, who cares? But long story short, that was how I got introduced to the whole smudging thing, and come to find out years later, that that's actually the basis of blending, and kind of the same concept with shading, right? If you want to use that, so like this would be the dark that I did. If you wanted to get this, if you like take that dark and like move it to the side, it'll naturally be a lighter color of this, but it won't be this it won't be this kind of dark. This is too dark for what you would get from taking this to that. You'd probably get more of you'd probably get this from doing that. This would be that. That's what I just got. So the way in order to get this, you would have to color